This is a full body workout at home that you can do using a few kettlebells and just body weight exercises. We start off here with the first exercise of the first superset with the false grip high pull-ups, and I'm doing 3 sets of 5 individual single reps. If you watch one of my recent videos, I recently successfully managed to learn how to do the ring muscle ups. So in my previous workout videos, you'll notice that I was doing the false grip pull-ups using the tennis balls, but now I'm progressing into a slightly more difficult variation of the pulling exercise. So I'm doing the actual false grip high pull-up, and eventually I plan to transition into doing the half muscle ups as my pulling exercise. So here you'll notice that I am doing the exercise 1 repetition at a time, and I decided not to speed up the video because I want you guys to be able to see how I'm taking my time in between each repetition. The focus on this exercise is really to be able to complete each rep as strictly and as cleanly as possible. Because the purpose of this particular exercise is to improve on my pulling strength, but also on the skill that is required to get from the bottom of the rings to above the rings in order to be able to do the full muscle up. So again, if you go back to one of the first videos I uploaded, you'll see when I was doing the tennis ball false grip pull-ups, I was doing them 2 reps at a time, maybe 3 reps at a time eventually. So here we're starting it off again, just 1 rep at a time of doing the high pull-up using the false grip, and eventually, hopefully, you'll see me progress. So here is the second exercise of the first superset. So I'm always supersetting a compound movement with a kettlebell complex. So here we're doing the double kettlebell thrusters. As always, the first exercise of the superset is going to be some kind of a compound movement. So in this case, it was the false grip high pull-up, which is a pulling exercise, which means we superset that with a kettlebell complex that covers a lower body and a pushing movement. In that case, this is the kettlebell thrusters. It involves a double kettlebell front squat and a double kettlebell overhead press. We can do this for 3 sets of anywhere between 8 to 12 reps as well. Now we move on to the second superset, and the first exercise, which is the compound exercise of choice, is going to be the Bulgarian ring dips with a focus on pushing movement. So here I'm trying to improve on the form and execution of the Bulgarian ring dips. I'm trying to be as strictly as I can, locking out the arms at the end of every rep and trying to keep my legs tense and keep my body as vertical as possible. You can try to do this anywhere between 8 to 15 reps, and we do 3 sets of the exercise as well. And then we superset that with another kettlebell complex that covers a pulling and a lower body exercise. So again, each superset will cover 3 movement patterns: a push, a pull, and a lower body. So depending on what movement you choose for the first exercise of the superset, the second exercise, which is the kettlebell complex, should cover the other 2. So in this case, it was the Bulgarian ring dips, which is a pushing exercise. So the kettlebell complex will comprise of a pull and a lower body. The dead stopped kettlebell clean into a reverse lunge is an excellent exercise. If you need a refresher or if you need to learn how to do the kettlebell clean, please check out my video that I uploaded recently on how to master the 3 foundational movements of kettlebells, which are the kettlebell swing, the clean, and the snatch. The way I like to do the kettlebell clean allows you to perform the exercise as strictly an explosive pulling movement rather than a kind of anaerobic exercise. Here I'm using a 36 kilogram kettlebell, so it's a little bit heavy for me. This is the heaviest kettlebell that I have, so it works great for an explosive pulling exercise into a unilateral lower body movement. We do 3 sets of this as well, anywhere between 6 to 12 repetitions. As always, you can perform 6 reps one side at a time before moving on to the next side. You can do alternate between one side, so you do one rep at a time on each side. You can break it down to 3 reps at a time, switching out from one side to the other. It's really up to you how you want to perform the exercise. In this case, I do 6 reps on one side. I took a break for about 10-15 seconds, and I complete 6 reps on the other side. And finally, the last exercise is always an accessory exercise. In my recent videos, I've been doing a myo rep version of some kind of a simple exercise, usually dips or push-ups. But now I want to work on my skin the cat or back lever variation. So here I'm showing you as a warm-up just a couple of reps of skin the cat, just to get the shoulder joints warmed up, get the core warmed up as well. And I move on to a tuck back lever variation. So I'm currently not able to do a full back lever yet, so hopefully we can progress to that as well. But here I'm showing you a single leg tuck back lever, and I'm trying to hold it for about 3 to 5 seconds at the horizontal position. The main thing about this is trying to keep your shoulders pressed and contracted, so that you're not you're protecting your shoulder joints, and really making sure that your core, your legs, your glutes are all tight at that horizontal position in order to keep your body straight in line. And this is the last rep of the exercise. Again, I take my time. I focus on, for this particular exercise, I focus on the execution of the movement. So take as much time as you need in between the rep. You know, if you need to take 15 to 20 seconds, it's totally fine. That's how we build the strength that's necessary to perform the exercise flawlessly. Okay, and that's the end of the workout today. Hope you enjoy. Give it a shot. Let me know how it goes. We'll see you in the next video.